Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean. Last time we beat the game. Yeah, pretty much. We did beat the game. However, that's not all there is. We actually have a bonus dungeon, and we have a bunch of other things that I want to get around to doing as well. Today, we're going to start by, yes, getting Tri-Emblems. Finally. First thing you do once you beat the game, and as you can see, I have gotten a lot of money. I maxed out my full at 99 million, or 9 million, yeah, 9 million. And yeah, it maxes out with all 9s, and as you can see, normally you can only buy one Tri-Emblem at a time. Now, the interesting system, or the purchasing system in this game, puts it like this. You can select items to buy, then go to sell, and say try and sell a bunch of things, and reduce the overall cost. So it's kind of like a bartering system in combination. So you can, sell a bunch of things, and eventually you can get, multiples in a single go. However, as you can see, this is going to take a long time. Let's see if I can actually buy 2 of them right now. Let's see if I can find some more stuff to sell. Of course, I've duplicated a lot of this stuff. No, I haven't duplicated that. There we go. So yeah, I would need to sell a lot of stuff. So, cancel. Not gonna do that. However, there is one item that I mentioned quite a while ago to hang on to, and that we would only have a limited number of them in the game. That item, if I can find it, is the Cinderella Vial. Now, if you did Ashley's path, and probably Cius's path as well, with regard to the events in Astral Castle, you would have a 4th one by now. If, and of course I got the last one, I think in the final dungeon, or the one before it. But normally you would go and get Tri-Emblems much earlier in the game because it's easily accessible, and art is an easy enough skill to learn. Item duplication becomes rather simple earlier on. The reason why I didn't do it is because I wanted to leave some amount of strategy left in the game, even though there wasn't all that much. However, the way these work, and the reason why you want to save them specifically for Tri-Emblems, is because they save 25% off store prices. Now, because let's just show this off. So you select it once, you use it in your item menu, talk to Santa the Traveling Salesman, still don't know why his name is Santa, and they've dropped the prices by 25%. Now, you can actually purchase, I think, 2... Yeah, I think the way that the guide I usually look at for this describes it in this way. Where are you? No. Alright, where are you? Gotta be around here somewhere. I'm missing something. There's the violin, that's the one I was looking for. Of course it was right at the start. Yeah, see? If you decide to buy 2 with the discount, you only need 20 violins, or probably 19 if you don't want to sell them all, and a couple other items to, make sure that you can buy 2 of them. Now, what I've done this time in particular is I've actually got enough money set aside so that I can buy even more. So I can buy, I think, up to 3. Now, the reason why you want to do this, I've duplicated, the reflex armor that I got, and I've got actually 22 of them right now. I have 20 in my inventory and 2 equipped. And I did the same with the Sylvalent armor, so I'm going to leave one of those. Basically, the reason why I did this is so that I could spend as little as time as possible having to jump back multiple times and get as many Tri-Emblems at a discount as you can, because there's only a limited number of ways to, Cinderella Vials to save money. So this is what I've done, is I've duplicated all these things so that I can get as many as I can, and basically anything you duplicate you'll want to sell. So all of the musical instruments, you'll want to duplicate those. You'll also want to duplicate other things that give you a decent amount of money. Now, hopefully, if I've kind of planned this correctly, I will be able to get a whole bunch of extra stuff. I don't think I duplicated you. Magical drop. Now, I didn't really go over this when I got it. However, this is something you can get, and something I did get while I was crafting the Dream Helmets way earlier in the game. And as you can see, they sell for 500,000. They serve no purpose other than to give money, as far as I know. So, what I'm going to do is get rid of as much of the stuff as I can, and hopefully I can make enough money. Did I duplicate anything else? I also have some new items that I will go over eventually. I think that's all the items that I have to sell anyway. So yeah, let's go buy. Yes, I can afford to get 4 of them. That is awesome. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this every time because you'd have to go get a whole bunch more of the, whatever they were, the magical drops, and they are really difficult to craft, and they cost probably more than, and spend more time because you have to duplicate rainbow diamonds, and then you have to go back and you have to, you know, craft those and hopefully get lucky to get magical drops over and over and over again. It's really not worth it, but I happen to have them, so I figured I might as well make use of them. Get Tri-Emblems, which are really, really awesome. Now, Berserk Rings still have a use at this point. However, I probably won't be using them in the near future. Mainly because throwing these on really eliminates a lot of lack of damage that you tend to have anyway, and you don't lose any defense this way. There may be a few times where I'll throw it back on, but for the most part, I'm going to try and get 2 Tri-Emblems for everybody. So I'm going to go back, probably end up getting 2 or 3 Tri-Emblems per trip, do this over and over again, and eventually I'll have enough for pretty much everyone. I might fall short and not give them to absolutely everyone. Maybe I'll swap them in and out. It just takes a while and it gets annoying having to do that. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go duplicate some more of that stuff. In the meantime, might as well go over. I did the item creation, the customizing that I mentioned that I was going to do. I thought I wrote it down. Did I not? I did. Oh, no, I did. I did write it down. Good, good, good. Now, the Sylvalence that I had before, or the Sylvance, I think it was. Anyway, it was the weapon I crafted a while ago for Radix. If you customize that and get lucky, you'll get his ultimate weapon, the Aura Blade, which has 1,000 attack power, and I think that's a Starry Elemental, which almost no one seems to be immune to, except one enemy, if I remember correctly, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. Anyway, so that's our new ultimate weapon for Radix. Renixis has nothing else new. He has the same bows as before. Joshua, Millie, same thing. Fear, actually, that is her best weapon, which is kind of sad. You can't craft anything better. I think the only thing you can craft has about 750 attack power, and I'm not going to bother to customize her ultimate one, even though, even though all it is customizing the bloody sword. I don't feel the need to. This is her best elemental weapon, for now anyway. She also gets some other interesting weapons later on, and there's another non-elemental weapon I could get for her anytime I want, and I will go over that eventually as well. The Holy Orb I picked up before. We saw how that worked. Customized Rainbow Diamond. The Pain Ceased. That's what you had before. The Kaiser Knuckle is her ultimate weapon. Now this is actually crafted, or customized rather, by Renixis. And what you need to do is you need to get the Metal Fang, which I crafted for her before, and customize it with Renixis. If you get lucky enough, you'll get the Kaiser Knuckles, which are her ultimate weapon. And because they're non-elemental, they're really, really good. Tinnick, with him, we have the Offering, which unfortunately is lightning elemental. I'd rather it wouldn't be, but in this one, you customize the Spinning Spear with him, and eventually you will get this if you're lucky enough. This is his best weapon. I think I mentioned it before, but he has another weapon listed somewhere in the code that gives him an air elemental weapon, but it also has 1,000 attack power, but no one that I've seen any information from has been able to find a legitimate way of getting this other than hacking it in. So anyway, so with that being said, we've got those. You can also customize weapons for Parisi. She has an ultimate weapon that has 1,000 attack power, Ashley also has a weapon with 1,000 attack power. Cius has a customizable weapon as well. I'm not sure if it, how much strength it has. It's probably 900 or 1,000, something like that. But yeah, either way, they have weapons. If you have those characters, you can kind of look up and find how to get them. But since I don't, I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to get some more Tri-Emblems, and then I will be right back. And we're back. Finally, that sure did take some time. Whew. I ended up only doing it 3 times, so I got 4 that I showed Tri-Emblems on the first one, and then I got 3 each on the 2 subsequent times until I ran out of Cinderella Vials. I figure 10 will be enough. That'll be able to equip, you know, all the people in my party, plus a couple of extras. I'm too lazy to go and do all of them. It would just take forever. Anyway, it took long enough as is. I think I was doing that for, I don't know, hour and a half game time. Not hour and a half actual time, because fast forward is way too awesome. Anyway, let's take a look here. I did not equip them on everyone. Just for now, I gave them to, let's take a look at overall stats. Yeah, gave 2 to Renixis, and I gave 2 to Millie. Now, there's a particular reason for this. One, I wanted to show off a little more of Renixis, so I'm going to show him taking on the final 2 levels of the Battle Arena. He'll be the only one who beats those 2, because, well, he's just kind of built better for it than anyone else because of his ranged attack, his quick attack speed, and oddly enough, you know, you actually need to be able to attack from range to beat this. If you get close to one of the enemies in here, you're instantly dead. And I'll go into that when we get there, but for now, I will try and run through this relatively quickly. I know it does take some time to do the Battle Arena stuff, and that's why I haven't done a lot of it on screen, but for the most part, yeah. So let's fast forward here. We already know what happens. Basically, you get into battle with him and you shoot. That's all you really need to do in the Battle Arena. Using his spells is not particularly useful. We got an idea of how powerful he's going to be as far as spells go in the final boss fight there. He's going to do about 3,500 with his Meteor Fall, Meteor Swarm, whatever it's called, ability. And here's the final boss of the round here. This should look familiar to, you know, other Star Ocean players. Maybe not even just from this game, but from the other games as well. This type of sprite does make recurrent appearances throughout the series. Anyway, let's fast forward through there. We get a reward. What do we get for beating rank B, I think it is? A cat set. Whoa. I don't know why we get a cat set, but we do. There isn't really much point in going beyond rank C. Rank C gets you the only real useful rewards in the game. For the cat bonus, we get 2 ruby Perseas, which I think just sell for some amount of money. Yeah, they don't do anything. Whatever. And then you might also get a blackberry and a mixed syrup, considering those are highlighted, and I haven't gotten any recently from any other reason. But anyway, there we go. The final round is a little more difficult. Alright, let's just get in there. Takes far too long to run through this normally. They really needed to add some kind of a way to skip through the whole sequence there a little bit. This guy is one of the more difficult ones in here because he's fast, he can stun you quite easily, and if he does get close enough, he will do that a lot. So any other fighter will have a difficult time with this fight. But Renixis, because he's got good damage from a range and very fast attack speed, does really well here. Marvel with her Hail Orb would also do quite well here. We learned Earthquake. Maybe I'll take a look at that after. Who knows? Alright. Oops. Went a little too far with the fast forward there, but oh well. Yeah, this, I think that's not quite as powerful as the previous one that we saw at the end of the last round. This one, I think, is just as powerful. Unfortunately, we get basically the same one over and over again. This one, I think, is a little more powerful. At this stage with Tri-Emblems, we do take 0 damage from pretty much every attack in here, as long as you're not, you know, Millie. which we'll get into before long. Now, the fourth match. No, your eyes do not deceive you. Funny Thief. From the beginning of the game. I don't know why or how he got into the battle arena as the second last opponent. He even gives the same crappy experience he did before. Anyway, now for the final battle. Now hopefully I got lucky here. Yeah, this guy, if you remember, you didn't see it, but he caused me a game over in the previous area in the final dungeon off screen. This guy pisses me off, and the thing is, he's even more prone to petrify you in here than he is outside of here, which makes this battle extremely difficult. Unless you have Renixis and you just spam him and lock him away from you, in which case, you're pretty good to go. So yeah, he's pretty much the only one. Him and Marvel could do it. I guess you could use some other spellcasters, but you have to really run around the field, and it doesn't really work well with the battle system that they implemented in this one. The PSP version uses the Star Ocean 2 or Star Ocean Second Story battle engine, and it's a lot easier to run around in that one, so I guess you could do that if you're interested. Anyway, here we get our final prize. I won't be doing this with anybody else. I won't even be doing rank B with anybody else. There's no point. It doesn't help me at all, so I just wanted to show off that, you know, it is what it is. Here we get a deluxe jewel set. And let's fast forward through all that junk. Now, for doing this, we get, I'm not sure if it's random, but I think it depends on the character. They get a different element. Rune Metal is what he gets. I've heard of Orichalcon, Sage's Stone, stuff like that. I don't care. It's not particularly important. He did gain a level from that, though, so with that, I want to, oh, I thought I did that already. Never mind. I wanted to go and max this stuff out, but I guess I'm not going to be able to do that. Got that to level 9 anyway. I have done, I think, a little bit of this stuff off screen. I got most of my characters, yeah, they're all around the same in terms of remaining SP, and I got pretty much everyone from Tinic to Iria, and Marvel, and Fear, and Millie, I believe, as well, all up to level 10 for this, for training, so they all have level 10. Unfortunately, the character who needs the level more than anyone else is Renixis. Joshua, I think, is one off from that. Yeah, I need to get a few more points to level him up so that he can get that level there, but I'll get that in time. That's fine. Radix, I still don't think I've done anything with him in a while. I gotta put some points in later. Renixis really could use it, but oh well. Anyway, Millie. Millie is a much higher level than Renixis and will have a much more difficult time at this. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. Her attack damage, even with 2 Tri-Emblems, is less than 600 at level 49. If you want to put some more skills in, I believe I've already maxed out Kitchen, so yeah, I can't get any more from that. It's kind of unfortunate. Not much else I can do here. I could give her some more piety, give her some more intelligence, but she's going to be doing most of her damage with a normal attack anyway. Now, I'm not going to show off every single round, but I did want to go over some of the more difficult ones with Millie. So let's bring in Millie here. This round is only difficult. This is, I think, round E, so sorry if I kind of went through that too quickly. But yeah, I've already done the first couple with her off-screen just because there's no point. They're really easy. Just go in, even without Tri-Emblems, and you'll waste them. They won't be able to do much damage to you. But this one in particular is quite difficult because without Tri-Emblems, they do start to deal some damage in this round. And in addition to that, you're just not doing enough damage to be able to take these guys out in an effective, quick manner. So I did want to show off, you know, that you can basically come in here, take 0 damage, at least at my levels, and run through the guys until you get to this guy. Now, this guy can petrify you, of course, and is really, really annoying. I like to hit him with press. hopefully hit, 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 hit. Thank you. Woo! Basically, this one is luck. You keep using press if you want and hopefully avoid being petrified, or you can run up and attack them. Last time when I tested this out, it worked a lot better with the Tri-Emblems. Without the Tri-Emblems, you'll take too much damage and you'll be low HP by the time you get to that round, so it doesn't work particularly well. Alright, let's go through here. We already know what we're going to get for this one. An herb set, which we don't need. Let's go on for the next round here. Once we get to here, they can start dealing damage with their spells. So that is something to watch out for. There's not a lot to the whole, the battle itself. Yeah, they can do a little bit of damage with this. Depending on which spell it is, it may or may not heal you. This guy is kind of difficult to fight, so you want to, if he, of course, attacks properly. If he doesn't, then, fine, whatever. This guy is really annoying. Unless you get that to work for you. Yeah, so that's the Star Guard working its magic again, and for whatever reason doing way more damage than it should. I have no idea how that process works, but a lot of the time in here, Millie only wins because Star Guard does 6,000 or 9,000 damage instead of, 300, what it normally does. So, anyway, we beat that round. That round wasn't particularly challenging. Now, basically, I just want to get her up to rank C, and I think that's actually the next round, so let's just fast forward that. Let's see here. Tell me this is rank C, please. Yes. So let's just get her through this last round here. Now, I actually, off-screen, I was able to get Millie up to rank A, and she takes absolutely forever to get through anything in rank A. She takes a long time to do it because she doesn't do enough damage. She takes damage in those rounds from pretty much every enemy. And luckily in this round she doesn't take too much. Basically the only reason you want to do this is you want to get another piece of armor, as well as getting, I don't think she gets a 7-star skill, but mainly it's for the Star Guard more than anything else. Anyway, here is the boss of rank C, as we've seen before. I think I've shown this off once before. But yeah, if you find you're doing not enough damage, your best bet is to cast Growth, which will up your damage by either 50% or double. Yeah, luckily for me, Star Guard is working for me and I didn't really have to worry about it. But anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to show off here in Tattery. Like I said, you can do all the other stuff that you want. Go and max out everybody with the ballerina and get to rank A. If you get to rank A and then try and use that character again to fight in the ballerina again, you'll just redo rank A. You can't, pick and choose which ranks you want to go back to. If, say, you wanted to fight a certain enemy, I don't know why you would, but anyway, you can't do that in this game, unfortunately. So you're kind of shit out of luck there, but oh well. Pretty much got everything done I wanted to here. Let's just take a look at our rewards here real quick. Already sealed those. Apparently we got a green barrel. That's great. And we got iron and a couple of question mark cards. So let's just take a look at those real quick. I think that would be a Dwarven Mail. And the extra Star Guard that I could have used before, but I already managed to pick one up somewhere in a dungeon. I don't know. Anyway, at this point, as I've shown you, I went and I got all those Tri-Emblems. Best note about that, I probably should have mentioned this before, is if you get close to maxing out your fall, and then get 20 violins, pretty much all the musical instruments because they duplicate the easiest. All 7 of them, guitar, sax, trumpet, violin, harmonica, trombone, and clarinet. If you go use a Cinderella vial, go in, buy 3 of the Tri-Emblems, and then sell 19 of all of those instruments, you'll have enough to cover the price of 3 of them, as well as have, I think, 500,000 fall approximately left over. So if you do that, then you should be more than good enough to have enough money to get back to Ionis, so you can buy more of, oh, what are they called? The magic colors. and, you know, duplicate some more stuff, get some more money. Basically, it's just, you know, money farming without, you know, the battle aspect of it. It's pretty much like any other game that you would want to farm money off of. If you need to farm money, you farm money. It's just, in this case, you don't really get anything good unless you do farm some money. It's kind of weird, but oh, it's the way the Tri-Emblem system works. On top of that, yeah, I don't think there was really anything else. Keep 20 magic colors going forward. And of course, you know, all of your items that you have, you know, if you have, you know, some stakes and stuff like that, keep those as well. You'll want to have extra, specifically MP healing items, but like if you have, you know, say max out your blackberries, you carry those magic colors with you, and you use a whole bunch of them in an upcoming dungeon, then you can duplicate them all. Why would we need to do that? Well, that's because there's one more dungeon, and I've mentioned this before. However, I didn't mention how long it was. Oh boy, is it long. We won't be doing that next time. Next time, I think I'm going to go back and show off all the private actions. This video is long enough as is, so sorry about that, but I do want to make sure I go back, show all the private actions that I can, going back through all the towns, starting at the beginning and running toward the end in Solvalent. So anyway, that's what we'll be doing next time, and I'll see you guys next time.